Tonight with a plea for help from residents on the south side. The reason? An overpowering odor that's almost unbearable, even making some people sick to their stomachs.
Now they're begging for help from the state over a permit for the plant causing that stench. RTV6's Katie Hines joins us live now to explain. Katie.
People living in this area hope that the state considers an undeniable odor coming from this area when considering whether to renew an air permit for this plant. The company is called Metalworking Lubricants, and a sign out here shows that it's been around since the 1950s.
It's just a nasty, it's like, good. You gotta gag yourself and get out of there.
If he looks closely, Anthony Furman can spot the Metalworking Lubricants plant from his backyard. More clear than the view, though, is the smell.
It's some factory that really stinks real bad. It's an odor that makes you nauseated when you're driving. Yesterday it smelled like natural gas. Real thick. I couldn't breathe.
It's strong enough it prompted him to call the fire department, and he isn't the only one. Citizens Energy received 273 calls in one day earlier this week from as far north as downtown for an odor that smells like natural gas. It's a concern to the gas company because
they get desensitized to that smell and then may not report what may be an actual natural gas leak.
Metalworking Lubricants produces cleaners, industrial oils, and other substances. The company is asking the state to renew its air permit. The branch chief for the Indiana Department of Environmental Management's Office of Air Quality confirms the state intends to, but in a much different form. Matt Stuckey says the permit will require more controls, record keeping, and monitors on the machines that control what's emitted into the air.
And I've identified a number of new units that were not originally permitted, controls that were not being utilized that are going to be required now.
The permit will require tests 6 months down the road. The state intends to issue a final decision in the next 2 weeks. So is the smell harmful to anyone's health? We asked the state that question. The Indiana Department of Environmental Management telling us that there are pollutants that are being emitted from this plant, but not at a high enough level to be considered hazardous. We also reached out to this company for comment. The first phone call we made, we were hung up on. The second phone call, we were told no comment. Reporting live on the city's south side, Katie Hines, RTV6.
Katie, thank you. And more details now. This isn't the first time Metalworking Lubricants has been in the news. The state confirms about 30,000 gallons of oil spilled at one of the company's facilities on South Sherman Drive back in September of 2010. That spill was contained to the site. Company leaders say a leak in an above-ground storage tank was to blame.